Learning Centre update. First of all, thanks so much for your support. Roger, Marcy and I and the families at the Learning Centre all appreciate your faithful giving. A lot has changed since Roger's last visit. We have moved from the grounds of the seminary to our own premises. We have started a new paper-based, self-paced curriculum. We're also replacing the old study desks with new, purpose-built, adjustable ones, designed and made by one of the fathers. 2 or 3 new families have joined the centre too. We now have 81 students. 90 have enrolled for the next year. A far cry from the 4 students we started with 4 years ago. We have new academic links with New Geneva Leadership Academy, enabling us to offer tailored degree courses and credits for our high school programme. Degrees aren't everything. We are also forging business links between its families and Christian enterprises north of the border. 2 Christian furniture businesses are talking with Roger and one of the fathers about supplying Mexican pine furniture to the US, providing employment for both the fathers and the older students too. Further, another entrepreneurial parent is working with Roger to develop a catering van business. This is, of course, simply what people with a Christian world and life view do. Problems and opportunities. Sadly, what is being preached across Mexico and throughout the developing world is a truncated gospel of the soul alone and Sunday alone. The body and mind and life outside the church building are resigned to humanism. Despite this, the church is growing dramatically in Mexico and throughout the developing world. Mexicans may have precious little biblical worldview, but neither have their hearts been hardened to the full-orbed Christian faith by generations of compromise with humanism, as is the case in the Western Church. Mexico and other developing world countries are ravaged with the symptoms of the humanist disease, violence, tyranny, and poverty. Only strong medicine will cure these ills. These symptoms are not nearly as pronounced in the relatively prosperous and peaceful West. As a result, when families hear the Bible truth of the faith for all of life, they embrace it. This is the strong medicine they need. Trends in Mexico and throughout the developing world. The middle class is growing. The government schools are deteriorating, and middle-class parents are looking for better, safer alternatives. Private schools abound, even in the poorest countries. There is also a tremendous drive for children to learn English. The Developing World Learning Centre recipe. The ingredients are a tremendous growth in Christianity, a truncated gospel that isn't giving answers to pressing problems, an acceptance of the tough answers, and parents' desire for a bilingual, private education for their children. Why can't Christian family-orientated learning centres meet the needs of the burgeoning Christian middle class? What we are doing in Mexico can be a model for the entire developing world. In the meantime, we are working hard to meet the needs of the growing number of families in the Learning Centre. My job is to teach English to the whole school, plus a lot more. I receive no salary for my work and need $2,000 per month, plus a one-off $2,000, so I can continue to teach in the Learning Centre. I have made a 5-year commitment to the school, but cannot continue without help from the body of Christ. You can support this work by making a tax-deductible donation at c10.org/Roger Oliver. Mark the donation for the ministry of Nathan Conkey. Contact me at facebook.com/Christian.education or at nfconkey@gmail.com. Your support really makes a difference.